Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, began with thriving kingdoms and trade along the Great Lakes before British colonial rule redefined its borders. Uganda sits on the equator in East Central Africa, landlocked but full of natural beauty. Bordered by South Sudan, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, and the DRC, it rests on a high plateau around 1,100 meters. Highlights include Lake Victoria and the snow-capped Rwenzori Mountains, a perfect mix of sunshine and scenery. Uganda wasn't exactly founded by one person, it was a creation of the British in the late 19th century. In 1894, the Uganda Protectorate was declared to protect the Nile trade routes. The south was home to organized Bantu kingdoms like Buganda, Bonero, Anko, and Toro, while the north had decentralized Nilotic and Sudanic communities. The 1900 Buganda Agreement formalized British indirect rule, letting local kings, or kobokas, keep some power under supervision. Uganda's story begins with early Bantu farmers around 1000 BC and Nilotic settlers in the northeast. The Kitera Empire ruled much of the region, and by the 13th century, Buganda emerged under King Keto Kintu. By the 19th century, Buganda and Bonero were major powers trading with Arab merchants. Under British rule from 1894, Uganda became a protectorate, governed through local kings. The British introduced cash crops like coffee and cotton and built the Uganda Railway with Indian labor. Uganda gained independence on October 9, 1962. Sir Frederick Mutese II became president, Milton Obote prime minister. Political turmoil followed. Obote abolished kingdoms, Idi Amin seized power in a brutal 1971 coup, and after years of instability, Yoweri Museveni's NRA took control in 1986, bringing relative stability and growth, though later controversies over term limits arose. From ancient kingdoms to colonial rule and modern governance, Uganda has navigated a complex journey to become the Pearl of Africa. In Ugandan politics, power flows through a network of loyal insiders rather than one office. At the center is President Yoweri Museveni and his national resistance movement. Key figures include his son, Muhoozi Kainerugaba, a senior military officer and potential future leader, the top brass of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, who help maintain stability, Anita Among, the parliamentary speaker and political broker, and Simon Bayabakoma, head of the Electoral Commission, overseeing elections that shape national leadership. Uganda's leadership story runs from monarchy to modern presidency, shaped by both tradition and political change. First President, 1963 to 1966 Edward Mutese II, or King Freddy, was Uganda's first president while still serving as Kabaka of Uganda. Real executive power rested with Prime Minister Milton Obote, but Mutese held the nation's first presidential title. The current president, 1986 President Yoweri Museveni, has led Uganda since 1986, making him one of Africa's longest-serving leaders, and he was most recently re-elected in 2026. From a royal president to a modern political strongman, Uganda's leadership reflects its evolving political journey. Uganda is also home to several respected universities that attract students from across Africa and beyond. Makerere University is one of Africa's oldest and most prestigious institutions, known for its wide range of academic programs and influential alumni. Kampala International University is a leading private university, particularly known for its programs in medicine, engineering, and its diverse international student body. Makerere University of Science and Technology focuses heavily on science, technology, and health-related disciplines, making it a key center for research and innovation. Uganda Matters University is respected for programs in business, ethics, and social sciences, emphasizing values-based education. With institutions that combine history, innovation, and diverse academic programs, Uganda continues to shape the next generation of leaders and professionals. Uganda has produced incredible talent in music, dance, and activism, people whose influence reaches far beyond the country's borders. Bobi Wine, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, also known as the Ghetto President, started as a legendary Afrobeat artist before becoming a major political voice and opposition leader advocating for youth and democracy. Next is, one of Uganda's top musicians, Chiba Korongi is famous for her energetic Afropop hits and electrifying performances that keep audiences dancing. The Triple Ghetto Kids are a group of young dancers from Kampala who rose from humble beginnings to international fame through music videos and global performances. The legendary Philly Bongo Lutea was not only a beloved singer but also the first prominent Ugandan to publicly campaign against HIV/AIDS stigma, leaving a lasting social impact. Through music, activism, and creativity, these figures show how Ugandan talent can inspire both the nation and the world. Uganda knows how to celebrate. Whether it's music, culture, or deep spiritual traditions. Held annually in Jinja along the River Nile, the Nyej Nyej International Music Festival is a 4-day explosion of electronic and African music. It's colorful, energetic, and basically a giant dance party where sleep becomes optional. Every June 3rd, nearly 1 million pilgrims gather at the Namugongo Martyrs Shrine for Uganda Martyrs Day. It's a powerful Christian pilgrimage honoring 22 martyrs who were killed in 1886, a deeply spiritual event drawing people from around the world. The Beimba International Festival celebrates creativity in all forms: music, dance, theater, film, and visual arts. It's a vibrant showcase of cultural diversity and artistic talent from Uganda and across Africa. Next is Imbolu Ceremony, Circumcision Festival. In the Mbeo region, the Imbolu ceremony is a traditional initiation for the Bugisu people. It happens in even-numbered years and includes weeks of music, dancing, and cultural parades. It's a major rite of passage, and a massive community celebration. From spiritual gatherings to unforgettable music festivals, Uganda's celebrations bring people together with rhythm, culture, and a whole lot of energy. Ugandan food is hearty, comforting, and, fair warning, very good at making you go back for seconds or thirds. First up, matuk, basically Uganda's national pride on a plate. These are green bananas that get peeled, wrapped in banana leaves, steamed, and mashed into a soft, delicious paste. Next is luwambo, a slow-steamed stew made with chicken, beef, or groundnuts. It's marinated, wrapped in banana leaves, and cooked until everything is rich and flavorful. It's the kind of dish that makes you pause mid-bite and say, "Wait, who made this?" No, not the watch. A Rolex in Uganda is street food royalty, an omelette with veggies rolled up in a hot chapati. Fast, tasty, and way cheaper than the watch, which is great news for your wallet. Finally, kotogo, the ultimate breakfast mix. It's exactly what it sounds like, a mixture of foods like bananas, meat, or beans all cooked together. Ugandan cuisine is warm, filling, and full of flavor, proof that sometimes the best meals come wrapped in banana leaves and shared with friends. In Uganda, art and craft are woven into everyday life, literally and culturally. Traditional artisans create vibrant baskets, detailed with carvings, pottery, and textiles such as backcloth. Using natural materials like raffia, clay, leather, and wood, these crafts are both practical and symbolic. Common pieces include colorful woven baskets, ceremonial masks, beaded jewelry, leather goods, and handmade musical instruments. Each item reflects community traditions, storytelling, and generations of craftsmanship. In short, Uganda's art and crafts are more than decoration, they are living pieces of culture, history, and identity. Time for some fun facts. Uganda isn't just politically fascinating, it's full of natural surprises that almost seem unreal. We have the tree-climbing lions. In the Ishosha sector of Queen Elizabeth National Park, lions climb giant fig trees to escape the heat and pesky insects. Not your typical king of the jungle behavior. Also, it snows on the equator. Even on the equator, the Rwenzori Mountains, the mountains of the moon, are snow-capped, with glaciers at their peaks. Geography loves to keep us on our toes. Lions in trees and snow on the equator, Uganda has a way of keeping visitors guessing. Uganda's ties with the wider world, especially the African diaspora, are growing stronger and more dynamic. Many Black Americans are visiting or moving to Uganda, seeking cultural connection, investment, or a new way of life, sparking a steady exchange of ideas, culture, and business. Uganda also contributes to global Black culture through its artists, thinkers, and leaders, while keeping diplomatic and economic ties with African countries like Nigeria and beyond. On top of that, it hosts over 1.7 million refugees, making it one of the world's largest refugee-hosting nations. These connections show Uganda's role not just in Africa, but across the global Black community and the wider world. Since 1962, Uganda has faced coups, dictatorship, and political upheaval, yet achieved relative stability and growth under Museveni. Its legacy combines ancient kingdoms, colonial influence, and modern governance. Uganda's history is a journey of survival and adaptation, shining as Africa's enduring power. If you love this journey, don't forget to like and subscribe, because the soul of Africa has so much more to reveal.